Hello, here we are. We're going to be looking at Chapter 4 tonight, and you'll see at the beginning of the PowerPoint slides, there are some preview questions that I hope you'll take some time to go back and answer. I want you to think about what you know about family involvement in education. Think about your own experiences with family involvement. Think about when you were a child, and also think about today, if you have a family, what kind of involvement you have in your own child's education. I also want you to think back to whether or not parents have always been involved in children's schools and do some research to find out those answers to those questions. And also look at the forces that bring parents into a working partnership in education. Now you'll notice in the first part of the chapter, we're looking at Epstein's model of parent involvement, and this includes several things. It includes us thinking about their role in parenting, communicating, volunteering, learning at home, decision making, and again also collaborating with the community. What you'll want to notice on this slide is that when teacher and parents create partnerships, children benefit. You'll see here in the middle of our PowerPoint is the child, and on the outside you'll see the parent and then also the teacher. Ultimately, it's a win-win situation for all involved. There are some good motivations for family involvement. First of all, let's look at the research. The research on parent involvement shows that parents are the most important factor in a child's optimum development. Studies also show that school success is related to parental involvement, and studies in programs such as Head Start, Early Head Start, Preschool Project, and the ABCDarian study also invite parents to be involved in many different ways. You may be familiar with your own experiences in Head Start or in your own research of looking at the Parent Preschool Project or the ABCDarian study, and you'll make note of the fact that many parents find the involvement is also rewarding for them and for the child. Now the other thing we want to look at is that there are some mandates for parent participation. Part of being involved in Head Start requires that you agree to be enrolled as a person of interest, to being involved in the family and being involved in the child's schooling through Head Start. Title I also has some family-centered education. The IDEA legislation for education of children with special needs, and then you also see the Child Care and Development Fund in your textbook are mentioned. Again, we'll look at No Child Left Behind legislation, and then the Early Childhood Environmental Rating Scale. There are many quality points that are earned for a center or a home center being willing to have families involved and showing good family involvement. In this chapter, you'll also see we have some professional recommendations. NAEYC, which is what our program is accredited with, also encourages families to be an active and vital role in the family's life with children and also in their classrooms. Our NAEYC Code of Ethics and our NAEYC Position Statement on Developmentally Appropriate Practice also call us to be involved as families. Some other professional recommendations would be the NAEYC Standards for Professional Preparation, and those are the standards that you use for your projects and your assignments here at Simpson Community College. The National PTA Standards for Family Involvement, and also community concerns and efforts to strengthen families and counteract social problems. Within our own counties, you'll find several state-funded family support programs and individual community efforts. If you are familiar with our Partnership for Children located in Sampson County, you'll be aware that they offer many family involvement opportunities, parenting classes, and times that families can gather together to learn more about how to be a better family. Here's what I want you to think about. If research shows the benefits of parent involvement, and many educational programs mandate such involvement, why are not all teachers working to create partnerships with families? It bears some thought, doesn't it? And why do communities feel that parent involvement in education benefits all? How does that tie in to everything that you read about that impacts families way back in Chapter 2? This is where I want you to start to think and pull the things that we're talking about in other chapters, pull them into this chapter to synthesize and to make some good decisions. In summary, in this chapter, there are three main forces that encourage family involvement. You'll notice research and mandates, but you'll also notice the community need for strong families. You'll also notice that linked with this chapter, I've included some smaller discussion items. I hope that you'll take part in doing those discussion items. As you answer your discussion items, you can email those to me for extra credit. I'm particularly interested in the second one linked below. Thank you and have a great evening.